What's up, guys? Carl here, Noble Training. So, appreciation, perspective, or lack of appreciation. I don't think anyone lacked appreciation more than me personally as a young man. As the years went on, you mature, you grow up, you realize where you are in the world, or at least you think you know. Same thing can be said, people in the gym, they come in, they think, oh, I'm really weak because they see someone stronger than them. But it's all perspective, it's all relative. I read a book years ago called Factfulness, and kind of like the title, it was full of just facts of where you are in the world. Not you exactly, but if you grew up in America, if you grew up in Europe or Asia or Africa, just different perspectives of where you actually are. So I think most of us lack perspective. We don't understand. I mean, you see young college kids screaming that they're oppressed, and that's funny while they're on their $1,200 iPhones and in a capitalistic country, sitting at Starbucks drinking a mocha latte, frappuccino, whatever they drink. So it's ironic, but they lack perspective. So books like this, and then you talk to different people that travel the world and do different things, see different things. A good thing about, I help people financially on the side when I'm not at my gym. And a funny fact, and it's not that funny, but the average person, ready, take a guess here. What do you think you have to make annually in 1 year to be the top 1% in the world? So what do you have to make per year? Take a guess, just think in your head, how much money do I have to make to be the top 1%, a heavy hitter in the world? $31,000 a year. You look it up. In the world. In America, it's about $450,000 to be in the top 1%. So you see the difference right there? So let's say you make $30,000 a year. If you live in America, you're going to be living tight. You're not going to have a big house, you're not going to have a nice car, and that's fine. Maybe that's not your goals, and maybe it shouldn't be. Everyone's different. But if you make $30,000 and you go to certain countries, you're going to be considered rich. So it's all perspective or lack thereof. So what that trickles down to is appreciation. I'm guilty of this more than most, especially in my younger man years before I matured. You lack appreciation. You don't realize that, to have sneakers, to have running water, to have an electrical box that goes on and off very easily, you should appreciate that. We should all appreciate that more. Because I don't got to tell you guys like me, health is number one. If you don't have that, everything else really doesn't matter. So your family, your health, appreciate the small things. And what it really does is it trickles down, and it actually shows in many studies that it makes people happier. People that appreciate the little things wake up and think, it's gonna be a good day, or versus, I ask certain people how they're doing, and I'm alive, or like, I made it out of bed. To me, what a bad attitude. You should wake up. I'm not saying you have to get up and do cartwheels, but almost. Think about it, the average person lives 75 years, between when you're an infant and then when you're maybe possibly really old and immobile, our prime years, I'm going to be 42 in a couple weeks. That's prime time, so get out, appreciate everything you have. If there's something you don't like, try to fix it. But the more you appreciate things, the more you're probably willing to give, and the happier you'll become. So give it a shot.